Do you feel like you're going about your anxiety healing, but consistently feeling like you're failing? Friends, today in this important video, I'm going to share with you some of the components that are holding you back from true anxiety recovery. Welcome to another important video on my channel. Please subscribe to this important channel as well. If you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, head over here. And we are going to discuss the difference between playing defense and playing offense in relation to your anxiety recovery, my friends. Because in this particular moment, you may be learning what you need to learn, you may be applying what you need to apply, but there are just a few important components that you're missing out on. And if you can just understand and apply these important components that I'm going to talk about today, you're no longer going to feel like you're playing defense, but rather you're taking charge and playing offense and sending the right signals to your little me or subconscious mind and experience true and lasting anxiety recovery. Playing defense means questioning your health. Now, let's dive into this. Are you waking up in the morning, going about your day, coming home, constantly questioning your physical health? And of course, with so much anxiety, you're obviously questioning your mental and emotional health as well. Now, in regards to questioning your health, we need to understand that the question is coming from your lower self or little me. So when little me goes, oh, I'm going to get him to consciously or her consciously become aware of the idea that he or she needs to question their health, it's more so little me is asking, do we continue to question our health? Or are we actually in a better place now? So when you get this initial feeling of, oh God, am I okay? I experience a symptom. I've got this intrusive idea. Am I healthy or not? Do I go get something checked out? Yada, yada, yada. In that very moment, you need to understand that it's a question coming from your little me. And if you continue to respond in a frantic manner, going, oh gosh, yes, something could go wrong, something is wrong with my body, something is wrong with my mind, if you continue to feel this way and look for answers mentally in regards to this, then you're sending the signal back down to your little me or lower self that yes, we need to continue to question our health. Now, to play offense, when you get the urge to question your health through a symptom or an idea or a feeling, in that very moment, you must understand that the first dart has been thrown. And that first dart is coming from your subconscious sides. It's asking questions. And when it asks questions through symptoms and ideas, it's up to us to understand that that little me is looking for guidance from the big me. When I mean big me, I'm talking about intuition, I'm talking about playfulness, I'm talking about the part of you that knows, not the part of you that thinks it knows, but knows, the part of you that simplifies life. And in that moment, if you can send an answer to little me going, there is no reason for us to question our health anymore because of X, because of Y, because of Z. And in that moment, if you can act in an opposing manner to how you normally react to questioning your health, now what you're doing is you're creating a wonderful relationship between your conscious and unconscious sides. Remember, my friends, with these symptoms, with these intrusive ideas, they're all asking for guidance from the conscious you. It's not telling you what to do, it's asking for guidance. And if you can understand this deeply and start responding from an intuitive place, then you're going to start really healing. That's called offense, being on the offense. The next one is tightening your muscles. This is playing defense. When I tighten my muscles, I feel safe, that I don't have to, well, if I'm fighting a tiger or an elephant, I tighten my muscles to make sure that when I punch, I've got a lot of extra juice behind that punch. And this is kind of the feeling. There's a certain amount of physiological and mental safety that comes with tightening our muscles. So we need to understand that whether you're in the shower or whether you're driving or eating or listening to this video, right? Tightening your muscles is playing defense, whereas when you place the letter L, write down the letter L at the back of your hand, that corresponds to the word lessen or loosen. Lessen the tightening muscles, loosen the tightening muscles, right? L equals lessen or loosen. Now, that's playing offense. Playing offense is, I notice that my shoulders are uptight, and if I'm in a tight place, then there's a good chance that I'm going to perceive this environment or something in the future in a dangerous manner. There's going to be more adrenaline that flushes through my body. I'm going to be more symptomatic. A lot of things come from the tightening of the muscles. So in that very moment of playing defense, you have to play offense and go, okay, oh, there's that letter L, right? More than anxiety moment. Okay, I let my shoulders droop. I let my chest droop. I'm not worried about my rock hard six-pack abs in my stomach. I loosen my stomach. I loosen my legs, right? And now you're sending the signal of safety to your middle and lower self, okay? Very, very important. So number 3 is going to the head. This is huge. And if you're always looking for answers from a mental perspective, I truly believe that you're going to continue to feed into your suffering from anxiety, right? And this is the part where we look to figure things out. Oh, I have to figure this out. I need more information, more knowledge, podcasts, videos, books. That you're already an anxiety expert. What you have to understand is move from being guided from your mind to being guided from your heart. And that takes a bit of time. So going to your head to try to figure things out or try to look for an answer or try to play a tug of war of thoughts between conscious and unconscious is a losing battle, right? Notice how you've been doing this for so many months and years, trying to figure it out, trying to move your attention to the mental side of things. Do I think more positively in this moment? Do I do affirmations in this moment? Am I trying to do this with the thought and that with the thought? That's all creating mental chaos. It's like a soup, right? It's a soup of all sorts of different directions. And all that leads to, all that mental friction leads to is exhaustion. And you may be at the point where you feel like your nervous system is dysregulated, you feel chronically fatigued, and so on and so forth. And so much of that comes from trying to mental our way to healing. Playing offense, as I mentioned, is going to your heart, knowing that the answer to this is simpler than what the mind is making up. So when you go to your heart and you find a simple answer like just loosen your muscles, or just practice letting this go, or just allow yourself to allow the emotions and feelings to move through you rather than fighting with them. These are the sorts of simple answers that the mind says, no, it's too simple to deal with what we're currently dealing with. But that's where it gets too complicated. Okay, so what we need to do is start trusting in our intuition to guide us and start giving more attention and respect to this intuition, right? Because we've lost our way along the way. Anxiety makes us believe that we're always in danger. There's always some kind of threat, either physical or emotional or mental or, whatever it may be, social or financial, whatever it may be. So get out of your head and back into your heart, my friends. That's playing offense. The next one is trying to get away from your symptoms, right? That's playing defense. You wake up in the morning and you feel the onslaught of these physical anxiety symptoms, right? And in that moment, you're going, I got to get away from this. I got to take something for it. I got to get on my phone to distract myself from this. I got to get on with my day very, very quickly in order for me to get away from these symptoms. Remember what we said in the beginning of this video. All these symptoms, intrusive ideas, and feelings are questions coming from your little me or subconscious mind. And when the little me starts to come up with a symptom, it's asking for guidance. It's asking, should we feel threatened based around the day that we're about to experience? Should we feel threatened in this environment that we're currently in? So no matter what, your job is to not continue to feed into the symptom, but rather guide the symptom / lower self or little me, right? This is what it's all about. It's about playing offense. It's not about being guided by the symptom, guided by the intrusive idea, guided by the negative emotions or feelings that you're feeling. It's about guiding these things. So we're not going to get away from the symptom. Playing offense is allowing ourselves to feel the symptom thoroughly, right? Thoroughly moving through our bodies. And playing offense is having the attitude of, I'm going to bring my symptoms with me as I'm going about the day. And that's a lot different than what you normally do, I bet. Because as you go about the day, what is probably happening is these symptoms and physical threats and social threats and financial threats and all the anxieties that are going to show up because of what may take place in the future is always in the forefront, right? It's always right there in front of you, right? You're trying to look away from it, but there it is. Look away from it, there it is, right? But in the morning, if you allow yourself to feel the symptoms and go, I bring you with me. I bring you with me like I'm walking a dog. And you're going to walk that dog / symptoms as you go about the day, and therefore it's in the background, no longer in the forefront of your life. I bring you with me. And when you bring your symptoms with you, it's very important that you realize that time is not in your control. You cannot control whether the symptom shows up or not, and you cannot control whether the symptom goes away or not, right? You trying to control this and trying to find certainty around how long it will take to recover is only feeding into the anxiety. Ooh, there's a more than anxiety moment right there. You have no control over the time, therefore playing offense means I give it as much time as it needs. I give it as much time as it needs. I bring the symptoms with me like I'm walking my dog, right? My friends, these are the important elements that are going to take you from a place of feeling like you're always failing in your anxiety recovery and truly building a better relationship with those parts of you that are anxious, that need guidance, right? And we're going to work on all of this in the Health Anxiety University that is showing up, my friends. And in the Health Anxiety University, you no longer have to deal with distracting ads in social media, right? Or private messages, or all of the uncertainties and all the distractions that come with trying to heal from social media. We're going to be linear. We're going to be focused on health anxiety, and all the updates are going to show up through my Instagram and on the Facebook page. So look out for those in relation to the Health Anxiety University. But remember that you are more than anxiety. Don't ever forget it. I love you so very much. Like and comment below. Let's chat. Bye-bye, friends.